Alrighty boys, welcome back to another step-by-step video. Now in today's video, I wanted to talk about some free kills. Now, to get us started here guys, this is going to be a nitrocell we're going to be getting over on coastline here. This is going to be for the service doorway. You want to prone, and then you basically just want to walk forward while tossing your nitrocell out towards this service door. And usually anybody that are outside of that doorway, it'll be a free kill for them. This next one's going to be over on Chile. This is going to be, I believe, for the big window here. We're going to toss our nitrocell, pre-rip it towards the big window. Once the enemy player gets comfortable on the big window, like they start holding an angle, that's when you want to toss your nitrocell out to get yourself another free kill. Now next up here, we're going to be over on Night Haven here. This is a clip from the recent season here. Recently, I've actually been playing a lot of Ash. Surprisingly, I've been getting a lot of enjoyable rounds played with Ash recently. But something I realized that doesn't really get talked about that much is this window on Cargo Hall. You can literally sit up on this little hop up here and then play a pixel angle for the cargo stairs walk up. And this is also technically a cutoff. And if you guys don't know, when you're roam clearing, typically you want to, or at least in my opinion, you should cut off the roamer. So like what that means is like you don't allow them to run back into sight when you're pushing them. So like for example on this round we have a Deimos. So the idea would be to drone out the people who are roaming and then have the Deimos track them. The Deimos would basically push them into like going back into sight, and then we have this cargo cross right here to basically get ourselves a free kill. Now if you guys didn't notice there, I whipped out my Ash charge and I Ash charged the hatch for Cargo Hall here, and somebody actually walked right through my doorway as I did that, which was super siege timing, you know what I mean? It is what it is. But we're gonna go ahead here and we're gonna go ahead and get on our drone here outside of the window here. We're gonna go ahead and actually see that there's a Denari that's playing at the top of our staircase here. We do have a pincer going with him with our fuse and our Deimos in this position, so my fuse is going to end up walking up here. I'm pretty much just holding to make sure that he doesn't like swing out aggressively here, and then my fuse is going to go ahead and start challenging him from the hatch that I opened up and the staircase here. And then basically as my fuse challenges for the stairs here, I'm going to go ahead and peek the hatch. We're going to essentially pincer this, I believe it's actually a warden, not Denari, which is kind of interesting, and get ourselves a free kill here. And then we're going to go ahead, Deimos is going to track Mute in this position. Mute's going to actually be in kitchen here. He's going to try to run back to site here, but we prioritize the cutoff rather than prioritizing the person himself. So my teammate called out kitchen, but I go ahead and hold vending staircase because I know if we Deimos track the Mute in this position, he's going to run back to site, obviously, because he can't just sit in kitchen just ratting, you know what I mean? Because, you know what I mean, then we just pincer him and he dies, you know? So right there we prioritize his runaway. Now right here we're going to go ahead and, instead of going down exo here, we're going to peek vertical that I assume my teammate made earlier in the round, and we're going to go ahead and get a kill for Bandit that was playing inside of Exo here for the doorway here. It's really important to make vert in a specific spot where I killed Bandit because people love to play that doorway, and also the little like rat corner where you can like prone and nobody can see you from the breach or the doorway. People love to play there, so I'd highly recommend to always make vert there. And then after we get that kill, all we gotta do is go in for a plant, do cover crosses, and it's GG's on the spot. Right here my sledge pretty much prevents the run through basically for the Legion in that position, so we pretty much just hold our flank there just to make sure he can't come behind us. That would probably be the only real way Legion could win at the end there, is he would basically ignore my sledge, go for the flank, kill me, kill Planter, and then look for like a 1v1 with sledge that's on the other side of the bomb site. Now right here there's going to be a vigil that runs out on me. Playing Blackbear on Oregon here. I'm actually going to end up injuring him here. It's kind of funny, my gun like the recoil went all over the place right there, probably because I was still ADSing in when I started shooting. But we're going to go ahead and kill this vigil right here, and that's going to put us into a nice 5v4 to start the round. Sometimes people like to do that where they just run out of big tower and try to look for anybody that are like on cameras like right away outside of the doorway, because like if you shoot the doorway down and you just get on camera right away, a lot of times people think, oh, this is a good opportunity for me to run out. But if you basically push yourself back a little bit, you're basically going to get yourself any free kills on anybody who does try to run out. Now right here there's a warden over by kitchen. I'm pushing him with Blackbeard. All I'm doing here is trying trying to make him give up the space, and I'm pretty much trying to funnel him to my Dokubi here. And then when my Dokubi starts fighting him, we're going to ADS him in this hallway right here to get ourselves another free kill. And that pretty much covers the roam clear. At this point now, it's just like making sure nobody walks up some staircases to look for a flank and walk down the back stairs for an execute with our Grim here. And basically the idea here, we're going to go ahead and peek the back stairs here. There's a Mel on my back stairs. We're going to nade it out. One of the nicer things about playing Blackbeard is you get nades, so you can use those to clear out any potential utility in your way. So we do that. And right here, we're going to drone out Malusi that's on pillar. I'm going to tell my Grim to go ahead and start grimming out, and then we're going to be walking on the back stairs. Now, once we walk on the back stairs, basically the one thing we really need to worry about here, since we have bunker control, is we're going to go ahead and swing for highway here. We're going to get ourselves a free kill for smoke. Basically, you want to, when you walk down back stairs, you can almost always peek highway and get yourself free kills. A lot of people just won't be ready for your swing, if that makes sense, with the Grim push. So I highly recommend doing that. And then once we get control of pillar here, all we got to do now is look for a plant. And then obviously we do technically got to watch out for the potential flank in this position, but the bigger priority is to look for the plant here. So what we're going to do now is Twitch is going to go in for the default plant. There's a clash shield in the hallway here. We have to basically peek the hallway here to show presence to this clash so she doesn't walk up and kill Twitch in this position. So we go ahead and do that, and then basically what ends up happening is our Twitch is going to get the free plant, and then he's going to go ahead and just swing the clash, and then we're going to go ahead and secure the round. Basically there, if we don't show presence to clash, she just walks up and kills our planter, so we have to show a little bit of presence to her, or else she just walks up and kills our planter. It's actually kind of funny, me jiggle peeking, or not jiggle peeking, but like peeking with my shield right there actually distracted the guy by laundry rotate as well, which was kind of funny, which basically enabled my other teammate to actually get a free kill on that guy as well. Now, right here, we're going to be playing Thermite. We're going to be on Clubhouse here. We're going to go ahead and open up the con wall. You want to do it on the far right because it also opens into Logi as well, which is really important. It's going to basically open up the position for con here. And then my teammate's going to also go ahead and get the bandits on the jacuzzi wall here. We're going to go ahead and open up this wall as well. And then sometimes I do this play. I don't do it super often, but sometimes I'll play close left of the breach when it gets open because you can tuck right there. And a lot of people don't expect this, so you can sometimes get free kills for Jim or in the hallway, just like how I did right there to kill Alibi. After we get those two walls open, we're going to get them rotate over here to cash so we can go ahead and start getting our cash push going. We basically, with our goal here, is we want to get control of red staircase. We want to get control of cash. Right here, they don't have anyone playing on red staircase, so what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and rotate into red staircase. We actually know there's a guy inside of cash here, so I go ahead and make a little small hole inside of cash to see if he's on the green box. He wasn't on the green box. He was actually tucked in this corner right here. He ends up killing our ace, and then my Ash ends up getting the refrag here. And then after we go ahead and kill him, now all we got to do is take con. I'm going to go ahead and now rotate over to highway windows here because we also want to get pressure onto highway here. And basically the idea here is that I want to eventually jump into the site window for Jim to look for some kind of default plant. Now, for context, there's one guy that I actually end up seeing for Jim here. I don't know if I ended up seeing like a pixel of him or if I ended up hearing him, but I know there's a guy in Jim in this position here. So there's one guy, Jim. There's also one guy, which is the Azami, playing behind his Azami barriers on the mattress here. He's basically just going in and out of the mattress. And this Azami barrier here, we're going to end up actually tagging him here as we keep like shooting out these Azami barriers. We're going to only have 6 bullets here, so we're going to go ahead and peek over towards Jim here. We're going to end up seeing Fenrir on the rotate here. He's going to be on the little head glitch on the B-bomb here, so we go ahead and get ourselves a free kill. Now, we only really have our pistol left in this position here, so we pretty much, like I said, we need to be able to jump in for a side window here. We get more audio, someone's in Gym here, so we're going to go ahead and peek the rotate here. We're going to get ourselves another free kill. And then, unfortunately, as I jump in here, thinking that I was good to go ahead and go for a plant, there's a guy inside a con here that ends up killing me, but we're okay because our teammate's going to go ahead and get a refrag, and we're going to go ahead and secure the round right there. Next up, we're going to be playing Vigil here. We're going to be playing Boss G for Sight here. Now, I did make a couple videos talking about this, but for some reason, when you play Mannequin, so the Boss G got nerfed, right? So supposedly, it's not supposed to one-shot anymore unless you're within 20 meters and you hit like a body shot, basically. However, for whatever reason, when you play on Mannequin, I don't know if this is 20 meters or not to the hatch. But one of the plays that I really enjoy doing when I play Vigil on this map is I actually like playing inside a site, because basically you can play Vigil here. This will stop any potential Grim Blue strat, as well as you can play Boss G for peeking up towards the hatch here to get yourself any free kills on anybody who tries to do a little like prone peek towards Mannequin. Or some people, for whatever reason, they'll just start peeking this hatch like super aggressively towards Mannequin, but they'll be like standing, or you know what I mean, they'll be crouched. Like a lot of people do like a lot of weird stuff right here, but sometimes, yeah, they'll just go ahead and try to peek you, and then you can go ahead and use the Boss G to one-shot them, and then you're in pretty good shape right there. Now, after we get that kill for the hatch here, I'm going to start getting audio that there's somebody inside of dirt, and typically when you play this bomb site, guys, you want to make sure there's not only one person playing inside of Arsenal at all times, basically. You want to basically have more than one person playing Arsenal, so I'm going to call over my a zombie in this position to basically help me for the kitchen hatch drop, as well as for dirt here. And then basically with my position, right, I'm essentially the help for blue walk down as well here. But blue walk down is also another position where you want it to be like a 2-on-1 basically. So it's like everybody is in a position that cross angles with somebody else, and we're all playing for help for each other, if that makes sense. So basically here, I'm help for the people for dirt, the people for hatch here, and then I'm also help for blue as well. Now right here, there's going to be a Blackbeard that walks through for church here. He is going to end up fighting my Fenrir here. We're going to go ahead and swing him with our SMG-12 to get ourselves a free kill. There's going to be one more guy that's going to swing down blue in this position. He's going to end up killing my zombie, but since we're on Mannequin, we're going to go ahead and refrag that to secure the round. But anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed today's step-by-step video on how to get free kills. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace!